And we are alive, back this time for yet another exciting installment from the world of DC, the one, the only Penguin. And joining me as always will be Tony when he's ready. But first, let's talk about this exciting show. All right, guys, Brent here for Geek Variants, here to cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, gaming, Star Wars, and more. This time, Colin Farrell in the one, the only, the Penguin. The allegedly, and this is from a lot of good sources, not IGN, because I don't know what their ranking was. Everyone's been rating this 8 out of 10, said it's one of the greatest shows, mob show, period, that has been done since The Sopranos on HBO. So, not to toot its own horn prematurely, but the bar was set incredibly high. Anytime you have a gangster esque show, I'm in. Say less. That genre has been done so much justice over the years and over time. I am absolutely thrilled to see what it is we're going to be able to have happen with this. You're telling me that we have Matt Reeves as the one who is running the show for this. We have Colin Farrell coming back into the mantle of the Penguin, albeit, there were tons of crazy shenanigans going on here. But we finally have him back in action.
Uh-oh.
How are you feeling, the Dark Lord of all things
I need
DC?
these. I need these 4 minutes to hurry up.
Mm.
I need- Let me.
You can feel the excitement, folks. He is
3 minutes.
absolutely passionate to get on with the show.
I please don't let me down. Please, that's all I ask. Don't let me down. But
I
you
was gonna
you
say,
love mob shows, so you love the gangster genre. This is
mm-hmm.
your thing. I just need it to be solid noir. Give me a great build up, cause I need this. I need DC to do something right. You gave me the Batman with a guy that I did not think was going to be a good Batman. And I admit I was wrong. Pattinson made a great Batman.
Pattinson did the absolute best he could with the situation that he had, considering all of us were collectively doubting him in any and all regards. And then the minute we hit play on the Batman, boy, did we look all kinds of foolish. We were
I
put
look stupid.
in so much perspective of, you know what? Maybe sometimes see the movie before you talk about the movie. And right now with this TV series, I'm stoked. I'm thrilled. Anytime we have mob and then we have a noir style thrown beautifully together, it makes for great either cinema or television. And just to put things in perspective, remember Goodfellas, remember The Godfather, remember The Sopranos. When the mob is done correctly on films or the big screen, big numbers every time. You're telling me we're getting a great actor like Colin Farrell, who, when you told me he was the Penguin, I audibly laughed because there was no way this man was going to be a great Penguin. I am so sorry, Colin Farrell. I am genuinely sorry from the bottom of my heart. I ate those words so much. He knocked it out of the park. The role was fantastic for him.
It's perfect.
He he shined.
Look, let's not forget that Colin Farrell is a great actor. He's had some bad roles, Bullseye, but he's had some solid roles also that he shined where he shouldn't have. So I think the Penguin is one that he shined. He actually carried, you know, his role very well. So
No
I'm a
habla español, gentlemen.
1 minute, under a minute.
And ladies and gentlemen, for those who are joining and are new to the channel, we do not have any audio, video, or anything of that nature inside the lovely frame here due to YouTube's beautiful copyright rules and regulations, and same thing for Twitch. But we will sync up with those of you who want to watch along on your own devices, and we'll talk about the show as things go on, each and every second of us together being able to enjoy this amazing product, one and only because look, we've been eager for this. It's officially at that time. Will it like oh,
Nine
the
o'clock.
episode is already up.
Nine
The
o'clock. I gotta
episode
find
is
it.
titled
I need
After
to
Hours.
find it. All right.
Don't worry, I'm not rushing ahead without you. We sync up
I'm
so that you and
here.
me are on the same time.
You're just you just let me know.
I was going to say there is some background noise that was popping on. Just want to make sure that wasn't from anything pertaining to the show.
That was actually my ringtone. I just turned my phone off. People were telling me the penguin is on.
Good for them.
So,
I appreciate them looking out for you in any all regards. I'm going to skip everything involving like the new beginnings.
all right, can we
Right
hit
now,
play? Can we hit play?
we can hit play.
All right,
We
play.
are officially at the 120 mark. This is picking up right after the events of everything going on.
I'm skipping this little thing. I don't even know what this show is.
Welcome in, Antonio. Welcome into the chat. Welcome back. I know
Yeah, I'm skipping
Marvel,
that.
DC shows simultaneously. Same time, same place. They're doing a great job. And we had Rings of Power last night at midnight. So
Hey,
we've
it
been
started. I'm
busy.
not paying you attention anymore.
We'll be talking about the show as it goes on. So we'll be on the same page. Because this is picking up right after where the movie finished. This is
Right after
fantastically done.
justice. Right after justice.
Ooh, the ominous shot, the amazing window. I am 100% invested in this product. It's on Max for those who are curious. It's on Max. I'm so excited to see Colin Farrell just knock this out of the park. See, how long would it take to get all that water out of there? Eesh. This is going to pick up exactly where we need it to. The Penguin trying to seize power as his former boss is now behind bars. Mr. Falcone himself. Taken out by the one and only Riddler from the Batman. This is picking up, it looks like, the second after everything was over.
Yes, it's literally based on Batman Year One, and I love it.
Alberto Falcone coming in strong as our first mentioned character. He does not look like he's ready to take on that role, though. You can just kind of see certain individuals and be like, no, that ain't it. That's not what we're looking
Right?
for, Chief. Oh. We are going to see the best and brightest of the gangsters involving Gotham, Batman City. Also, the only comic character ever to get a Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame. Batman. That's a nice looking sledgehammer. Looking to pick up some money he may have left behind, or is he gonna break some kneecaps? Where are we going? The remnants of the iceberg. Seen clearly better days after everything.
Mm.
Hey, appreciate that, Antonio. Appreciate that.
There's the little waddle.
We post the live streams early so people can kind of get a brief heads up on the YouTube channel when stuff's coming out. We have My Hero Academia Friday/Saturday. Penguin will be moving to Sundays after this week, but we still have Agatha and Rings of Power going on all simultaneously. So there's a lot of great television to be had coming up on all these streaming services. So make sure to support the official on their channels and let's watch along and enjoy all the great content happening right now.
I'm getting a lot of Batman the Animated Series vibes from this Iceberg Lounge.
Which is exactly what you want to have. If you're going to draw inspiration from the greatest animated series that has ever graced our screen.
Just as long as he don't go wah 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 wah, I'm fine. I'm fine with him not doing that.
I mean, that's fair enough because, I mean, that's the over the top cliche Penguin.
I mean,
But he literally,
all respects to Burgess Meredith, because you know that's the penguin I grew up on. But nah, I need him. I need the gangster version.
I was gonna say it looks like he's basically just picking up old files on individuals that he's trying to make sure he's got proper
Let me see
dirt
who we
on.
got here.
It
Is
is
that
interesting
Junior?
that he literally broke into his old digs just to ensure that he had proper information and dirt on people. Oh, okay, there's a little bit more to it. There's some jewels there, folks.
Hey,
Ah, what's up, Falcone Junior?
I thought that was Junior.
Hmm.
I mean, you need jewels. You still gotta have money.
He's definitely weaseling his way in beautifully. It is weird Alberto showed up without any guards or security of any kind, considering you're the new head of the family and then your father was just taken out. And DC is trying to compete with Marvel indirectly. Dropping the day after is a bold choice. They're moving to Sundays after this week, but if you're going to do it, Matt Reeves' universe is the one you want to have play off it. Hmm. Okay, so it picks up 1 week immediately afterwards. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, he
Hmm.
does.
Alberto is on the fritz already. It's only been 1 week, and he's feeling the pressure of his father's shoes, and he's like, I don't know if I can fill these. These are kind of large. Are these size 14s or something? Dang. Hmm. So a lot of power to be grabbed here, folks. A lot of power. Hmm. Hmm. Trying to get everybody to relax, and he nailed it, all intents and purposes.
I love this look. I love the Penguins look.
Hmm. Hmm. The Penguin is a straight shooter, but again, oh, we're still doing drops. Fantastic. But he's trying to get him to chase that high.
He's just trying to get on that good side so we can
Hmm.
take him out.
You need all the dirt you're possibly going to get if you're going to flip anybody. Anytime you're trying to revolutionize the game involving that kind of trade, things are going to get bad. Mm. Wow. So he's giving him quite a bit for a lot of nothing. Mm. Seeing how they're going to play off everything's going to be very, very bizarre. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Of course.
Mm. This kid is reckless.
He's talking too much.
Mm. Mm. You should not be talking about your big business dealings 1 week in, already stressed out on drugs or anything of that nature. How in the world are they going to play this out?
Oswald is biding his time. Don't think he's not.
They're definitely trying to slow play this.
You need to. You need a good setup.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, name drop.
Really old school gangsters. Like they're talking like 1920s gangsters. The old heads. Eh, didn't drop it. A parade for a gangster. Kid doesn't get the picture or the vision whatsoever.
None. Yeah, there you go.
Mm,
There's a mistake.
mm,
It's a mistake.
mm. Too much of your hand has been revealed early on. This kid is playing his role beautifully. He's coming off as the arrogant son who's always been handed everything in his life
The
perfectly.
entitled child. That's exactly what he's coming off as.
And now he's no longer with us. May he rest in peace. Because that had to felt good.
I think you're ahead of me. Stop it.
What mark are you at?
Uh, I got an hour and 3 and 20 seconds left.
Pull your mouse over where the little white button is.
I'm
I just had
at.
the big flash of the penguin just popped on the screen of the name title
What are you talking about?
at the
I'm
12-minute 56-second marker.
I'm 10 seconds behind you.
All right, go ahead, keep playing. Let me know when you're caught up with the penguin title
I just
marker.
saw the bang bang bangs.
We are now
All
missing
right, now
another
I'm at the
Falcon.
penguin, and he's
Cool.
putting him
Now
in
I'm
the
hitting
body
play.
bag.
Yeah.
I'm at.
We are now caught up and finally resynchronized. If you guys want to sync up, we're currently almost 13 minutes into episode 1 of the Penguin. It's about an hour long, so strap up, folks. We're going to be an exciting time.
I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. He's doing everything the absolute right way, though, if you're going to be going about the disposal of this the old fashioned way.
He's gonna take him to the incinerator, maybe.
Furnace or concrete them, cement them. Who knows?
But bones don't. You can't get rid of bones in a regular furnace. You need a crematory.
Hmm. I,
Oh, I'm
I wonder
sorry.
if
I'm
that's
not
how his
supposed to know
gears are
that.
turning. Whoop. Out, out, out. I mean, it's like at that point, why worry about it? Ah, in pieces.
There you go. Dexter
That's one
style.
way of doing it. Gangster style execution, gangster style takeout.
Not the purple Maserati.
Not that good of a shot considering he just had that plenty
I
of
mean,
time to
he
get this figured
walks
out.
with like his leg is 3 feet shorter on one side.
Yeah,
You know who that is,
like
right?
I do not know who that is. Right now he's an idiot though. He ran the absolute wrong direction.
Yep, that's him.
All right, let's get the name drop so we can figure that out. Who carries their social security card on them? Aguila. Huh. Hmm.
Now Penguin has his henchman.
I mean, he's got him. Yeah, and now he's got accomplice for everything he's got going on. It's like he was not going to get that body out of the building
But that's what you
without
need. You need a
information.
henchman. You need your assistant.
This is like, well, you're already doing one crime. Let's have you come do mine. Go ahead and make that work out. He's like, no, 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 no. I am not disrespecting the guy who's holding the only weapon out here, right now.
You made me shoot
Best
my
manners.
Maserati.
Yeah, he put a hole in his Maserati. That was the laziest threat I've ever seen. Also, he's like, I'll get rid of you. Yeah, right. As opposed to just being straight up like something more extravagant. This is the weirdest way of recruiting I've ever seen, but if he's happy with it, then it is what it is. Because I would still be nervous because I'm sitting next to him all the
Remember,
time.
remember in our earlier when we talked about the names and everybody. Remember I
Yeah.
told you how he had him a driver.
Hmm.
This is him. They just went about it a different way. In the comics, this was his childhood friend. Here and now, he's just a random street urchin.
He's on the come up though. I mean, you just became a friend with like the most powerful, well, now most powerful mobster on the rise. Was that Gotham Knights also on his calendar?
Uh, I don't know
Yeah, he had Gotham Knights on his calendar. Nice little shout out there. It's on that
to what
Saturday.
the show or the game,
Great question.
because one was good, one wasn't.
Yeah, DC's been pretty good at that. Because their Batman games are impeccable. This is also awkward small talk. Also, like the fact that there's like no one else on the road is pretty interesting.
Do you like how they just said Gotham is upstate New York because it's in Jersey?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if I ever saw in any comic books where they said Gotham was actually in New Jersey.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to go back and look through some of my books.
Does Victor
But
in the comics also have a stutter?
I mean, he got a gun pulled on him, so I can't tell if this is a real stutter or a I'm scared of what this man's gonna do to me stutter.
Both are fair and both are valid, so I ain't mad at it. Hmm.
See, he's not stuttering now.
Hmm. This kid's got ambition. Not bad. He's making the right choices now. Because I don't think
Oh,
lifting a
look.
Maserati would have been the right choice prior.
Look at the ladies out there doing the world's oldest profession.
Yeah. Hmm. All trying to holler at Penguin. He's like, no, 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 just keep keep walking away.
Those are not ladies. Oh,
They know him by name.
they do.
Oh,
I don't know how to take that.
and that's why we do not ever show anything on the
Nope.
show directly. HBO has always been straight up. Hey, here's everything you ever wanted. Just, oh, okay, that's too much.
I was not expecting that.
And I think he finally just noticed his foot and was like, oh, all right. Nice little touch they had there. Hmm. He's like, don't worry about it. He's like, I need the cover. Like it needs to be perfect. Hmm. He's definitely working things in a very interesting gangster-like manner. I do appreciate that. He's like, I need my alibi to be so airtight, no one's gonna be able to see anything through this. Sit out there by the trains and just let things play off. He's like everybody when we order a fast food. It's like I just wanted to be done right the first time. It's different. Like if you guys were smart, you just go to a junkyard. It's like you need to plan these things out better. Think more logically. Think bigger
You know, if
picture.
this, I'm looking at this kid. If he really wanted to get away, he could have got away a lot. Cause he can't shoot, and he not running you down.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, he knows where you live, but you can always go to Metropolis.
That's assuming we still have Superman fully functional and fully active at this moment in time. We still haven't seen
Well,
if they're ever going to connect Matt Reeves' universe with everything else going on with James Gunn.
I mean, even if we go by comics, year two Batman was there was still a Superman. He was, but he wasn't. I technically you call him Superboy because it technically was a Superboy, but they're technically about the same age. So you would
Mm,
have to assume that there is a Superman. They just don't interact.
mm, oh. And he took the ring off the body. He
You
wants
have
this.
to. That's power.
Yeah. It's crazy how much power people put in just one shiny object you just wear on your hand. But hey, the mob is how the mob is. You always kiss the ring.
Don't kill me.
Yeah. He's like, you don't have to take me out here. You don't gotta go about this that way. He's got money in there. It's not a gun. It's money. Yeah. Nope. Cigar. The other mob thing is like, why does everyone always assume you got something on the inside of your jacket that it's always going to be something more dangerous?
Okay, am I ahead of you now?
It's the joys of syncing up.
Now it's me. Say it.
Yeah. He's basically like, this is what happened. This is what we did.
Get out of it. Talk about it, Vic. Get out of this.
What do you mean I can't? Mm, there we go, Victor. There we go.
Talk yourself into a job. There you go.
This is kind of showing the penguin, though, in a very soft light.
Nah, Penguin know he need help.
You don't need help. He's just choosing to be nice in this one instance because he's like,
Nah, you always need that one guy you can count on.
you owe me one at the very least because you should be in him with him. It's a very uneasy friendship or relationship, to say the least. Keeping things as complicated as
It's a
possible.
situation.
This is a situationship. As long as you continue to keep the situation positive, you stay positive. Otherwise, things are gonna get a little negative. I'm going over to a place called the Jewel Box. I assume that's a place of operation. No, just where he lives.
Hey Oswald, that water looks a little cloudy. I wouldn't be drinking that.
Yeah, that water dirty. Nah. But again, Gotham after a wreck again. Not really much you can do. Dang, those doors look strong. You see the material that they're made out of? Hmm. So now I think Victor's starting to realize like what kind of situation he ended up in. Hmm. I wonder what kind of work he's running now that the iceberg's, down under. Oh, that foot. Oh, dang. I know this is comic accurate, but Lord, everything's facing the wrong direction. Everything's overlapping. It is a nightmare for those of you who are watching along with us. The joy of the city coming back up. Internal monologue, very gangster esque. Again, a purple Maserati is a heck of a look. Yeah, I think Antonio, you just saw it too. The foot was busted up in no uncertain term. And again, Victor, do not make eye contact with the guy at the door. Just keep your head down, follow Penguin, keep it legit. Keeping everybody on straight and narrow. Oh, all blackmail as possible.
I mean, how does it feel to walk into this situation?
Not an ideal situation. Definitely not an ideal situation, I can tell you that much. But again, keep your head down, just follow the penguin. Learn. Learn from the back. Quietly. He seems to be running business, though, fairly straight and narrow, all things considered. Yep, and the groveling for power has continued.
Yep, here we go.
Nice suit for the penguin. I just noticed it. Clean. Matches his Maserati.
And that just shows he has taste because I also like purple.
He's like, do I know what everyone's thinking at every single second? No, I just gotta guess. I was like, and again, you're asking some right questions. But right now, just chill. We'll be good.
So we can go ahead and just say that his stutter was from nerves.
He's coming along nicely now. He's starting to figure out.
That is a nice car. That is a nice car.
Apparently, crime pays in Gotham. Pays very well.
It does pay very well.
I thought the gold tooth was just for show. Oh, that's a nice house. Whose house is that? This is Falcone.
It's got to be a
Probably gonna
Falcone.
be the meeting the daughter. He's like, if I don't walk out, drive out, please. I bet you hit a joke that a kid will register, but just sit in the car, don't stare at the guy at the door. Wait for Penguin to come back.
I think he's still Oswald at this point. I don't
Not
think he hasn't taken that moniker yet.
he's still more of a Cobblepot than
Yeah,
actual Penguin.
one of the original families of Gotham.
Mm. One of the few points I think the show Gotham did a nice touch on addressing.
I mean, they did add in an extra family of Gotham. There was only three, but I'm fine with that. It
Yeah.
was needed for the story.
Hmm. Hmm. This
Here
guy
we
was
go.
also in. He was in the Batman, was he not?
Black Mask.
Already, they're covering that rap. Eh.
I don't. I hope not, but
It would be the perfect time for Black Mask to make a move. Because he's only a decent matchup for early Batman. Late Batman,
bodies of.
that's a wrap.
Well, I mean, you got the Falcons or you got the Maronis in here, so you really don't need a Black Mask.
Yeah, just make the Maronis everything we need them to be, or at least the Falcone daughter.
As soon as you get out of Arkham.
Hmm. Oh,
Is
he just
that
picked up
there?
every
She
single
is.
one.
There she is.
I think she knows what's going on. This is nice shadowing that they're doing here with camera work here. I like it. Good touch. She's just hanging on his shoulder because
There's
she's the problem there.
boom. Love interest.
And he's like, ah, crud. Here we go. Here we go. Arkham.
Yeah, she was an inmate at Arkham for a while.
She's a little loco. She's not the fun kind of crazy, everybody. Rehabilitate is a fun word for still a little crazy. At least in Arkham. Are they trying to basically push Sophia around, thinking they're going to get away with that?
Yeah, they're not going to push Sophia around. Technically, it's her family now.
Because it should be her family, because again, with at least the way that works in the old school style, always family, family. Blood, blood. Blood is thicker than anything. One head goes, son, you got a daughter? Cool, next.
Oh, here we
Keep
go.
going.
What's she?
She's on him. Vic's at least clocking everything appropriately. He doesn't believe a word he's saying.
Hmm.
He's like, it's plum, it's not purple.
Oh, there's the bullet hole.
Could have done something about that. Could have maybe covered it a little bit. Some punk's trying to rob me. Yeah. Not alive.
She looks like she's been in Arkham.
She has that tired, exhausted look of being rehabilitated by one Hugo Strange.
You know who she could actually play if they wanted to go that route? Joker's new main squeeze Punch.
Hmm. I can see it.
She has that look.
She's eating with her hands. All right. If you're hungry, you're hungry. Shoot, I ain't gonna judge too much.
I mean, is this better Terranian? What is this?
I know what it is, but it looks pretty good. But
I
like,
can't.
there is silverware there.
Eh, who needs silverware? You have silverware built onto you.
Oh yeah, Trey, this is good. This is giving true HBO gangster feel to it.
This is
Nice
exactly
photo.
what Brent loves. 100%. This is why he is like, oh yeah, he is chatty. When Brent likes something, he talks. When he hates something, he sits there like this.
If I'm too chatty, chat, let me know. I'll tone it down. But I am very excited that this is living up to expectations. DC needs a win. This could be it.
They need another win. They already had a win with the Batman.
It would be shameful though if Matt Reeves' universe is the only win DC be getting. Because next year's Superman, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes.
And this is the Batman Part 2. It picks up 1 week afterwards. It's going to lead directly into Batman 2. So this is a must-watch series. It's not like some of the Marvel stuff where you can kind of like pick and choose what you need to watch. This is a must-watch if you want to be caught up for Batman 2, Trey.
Because Penguin is going to be in the Batman too.
Because this is a limited series. They were very straight up. They're like, yep, no season 2. Getting your episodes. That's it.
And Colin said he didn't want a season 2 because of this outfit, but he would put it on again for a couple scenes. That's it.
Yeah, the quality is definitely movie-style quality. This is money. Like, tell your friends about this. Be like, look, this is the hit show. I was telling my friends about this before anything even happened today because I have the bar that high in my head. I don't recommend shows like it's like when Tony recommends horror movies or horror TV shows. Just listen. He's got you solid recommendations.
Always with horror movies. Always.
Sophia is too smart for her own good. She's picking up every single thing like it's been laid out to her, like she was there. She may not be crazy. Just
No, she crazy.
because he didn't expect her to be as sharp or as keen as she is on this.
What's Penguin get out of this?
He's trying to silver tongue his way out of here. He's talked himself out of every bad situation he's been in thus far. Beautifully. So he's trying to drop everything on him. That's wild. Yeah, and he's filling in his alibi with this lie perfectly.
Yep.
Nice fold. It's like, you can follow all my alibis. I have all my breadcrumbs aren't crumbs anymore. They're gone. Dust in the wind.
Yeah, Trey. Sophia is straight from Arkham. I think she got out like last week, so.
Weird time to get out. Right during the flood.
Cataclysm.
It's like, he will turn up, but not in the way you're hoping. And he's turned up for his last time. The pup. Nick, thank you. I need to leave now, like as fast as I can.
And now he's thinking about how he can get rid of her.
He has to. She's too lethal to be kept on the board. He's like, I am in trouble, trouble. Capital T. I do love the feel and aesthetic they've given to Gotham in this series, especially. This is beautifully live actions we're gonna get. I do love how everyone in like Gotham isn't giving them any other look. He's just some dude who's got kind of a sway to him. People walking around with their masks. People love them fanatics.
He drives a box Volvo.
Bringing it back old school. That's crazy. Is that Maserati yours?
So he's listening to Dolly Parton
Why not?
in New Jersey.
Why not? What's wrong with Dolly? You don't love Dolly?
Everybody loves Dolly.
I was gonna say. Dolly Parton is one of one. You're not gonna go wrong with that happening.
Would it be wrong to say that I had hubcaps just like that on my Buick?
I mean, if you ain't lying, you ain't lying. I mean, at least Victor's picking up on the lingo that's happening right now. He's like, look, you want to threaten me? Fine, whatever. One supervillain, one villain. I don't think there's going to be a single hero here until Pattinson makes his appearance, which I'm hoping is at the end. Having him come in early would just be foolish.
I don't think any hero is going to show up either. I agree with you. And they shouldn't, because technically the only hero in Gotham is a young year 2 to 3 Batman. So no other hero is there. There's no Robins. There's no nobody.
I do love how he's just kind of like mentally cataloging each and every photo that he's seeing on the wall and comparing. That his mom?
Yeah.
Nice. It's a good touch that they're staying true to that. He just gave her probably one of the most expensive pieces of jewelry in Gotham.
You know, I'm still waiting for my favorite villain's name to drop. You know that.
I know you are. I'm still hoping to see Victor Zsasz in some shape or form.
No, Zaz is not around yet.
I know.
If Zaz is around, he only has like 1 or 2 marks, maybe 5. He doesn't have a body yet. It's a black guy.
He's like, hey, that's my guy. Chill. Chill, ma, chill. It's a friend.
Wow.
He's got nurse-like qualities.
I'm gonna tell Will he has nurse-like qualities. Right after I tell him Iron Man sucks.
Again?
Always.
Always and eternally. And you'll still have to say that Doctor Doom sucks, just to kind of get the extra dig there.
You mean
well,
Anthony?
I know. But...
Anthony Stark sucks. That'll cover both of them. We have our villain, our super villain, being scolded by his mother. The hierarchy of power, folks. He's not a supervillain yet.
He's on his rise up, but Mom is putting him in his place firmly and squarely.
That's their jobs.
Mhm. He's like, "Why'd you shoot him?" Well, the moment was right. I don't know what to tell you. Like we were alone. There was no witnesses. Like, what do you want?
He was
The opportunity couldn't
high.
have been more gift wrapped. It was impulsive, but again, he was just dumping on your dream.
Oh,
Ooh, mom's throwing shade. Okay, mom may have crossed the line. She is the one who clearly shaped this man.
I like this. I can't say enough good things about this right now.
And like, it's just weird that Victor has to see this, be like, your mom called you all these things, and you're just
You just got to
nothing.
take it. It's mom. You got to take it.
She's giving him the pep talk to conquer all and be everything he ever meant to be.
This is the birth of Penguin.
So do we think by Batman 2 he's going to be fully established, or just mostly
I
built?
think he'll be established by episode 6. If he keeps going like this, episode 6, he'll be officially the Penguin.
Once other people start calling you it, that means you're it. Or like once your last name has become synonymous with who you are, be like, hey, you're Jordan. Everyone knows it's Michael Jordan. They just call you Jordan. Or the GOAT.
Correct. Hey Brent, this is one of the few times that I can say I was not alive when that lady was on TV.
It is one of the rare occasions, because for those who aren't aware, Tony he's old.
I'm like 70.
Not that old, but you're old.
I am old.
Especially comparatively to me and Will. We're youngins. Still. Now's not time to chicken out, Victor.
Nah, you're in it now, dog.
You met my mother. You know my business. Get
Technically,
involved in
they're in
my
a
business.
technically they're in a relationship.
They're all technicalities. Yeah, if you meet mom, it's official.
Yeah.
If you haven't met their mother, it's a situationship at best. Like, are you really ambitious, or are you just some punk from the street trying to, steal cars? It's fine. Just tell me who you are. Like, you want to live nicely. You want to be poor. Some people were made to rule. Some were made to serve. This is your time to choose, Victor.
I need the backstory behind that scar on his face, though.
The one that's like starting here and like going all the way into his lip,
I need that.
because that's a deep cut. And then his nose is all contorted beautifully. Whoever did the prosthetics, kudos to you. You did a fantastic job. It's got to be just torture on Colin Farrell to be wearing all this all the time, especially walking with that limp. I mean, technically you just did, but I mean, I'm not going to give you flack for that, Penguin. He's like, technically I just got a car, got a pretty decent setup going on. Just take a breath and realize where you're at in the state of the world right now. Blackgate, who are we visiting? Making some friends? High places, low places. You're gonna have to clue me in when we get that name drop.
Sal.
Wow. He comes out with a group of guys. Well done. This is a great actor, too.
You know who this is, right?
Salvatore?
Yeah, Maroney.
This is a great hire for Salvatore. Definitely a great hire. I wonder who popped Salvatore, though. That'd be an interesting backstory to cover.
I don't know how I feel about him being Salvatore.
And why is that?
Because in my mind, he is always going to be General Wade Eiling from Justice League Unlimited. He's always going to be that.
Welcome to the modern adaptation.
I'm trying.
Old comic heads are hard to please, so the fact you're enjoying the show is all I can ask.
I am. I mean, he's a great actor.
He's got the voice for someone I'd be like, yeah, that's a mobster lead. I'm following. I'm tracking.
But again, it falls into the Mark Hamill thing. Whenever I hear Mark Hamill, I don't care what he does, I hear the Joker. You know what I'm saying?
Skywalker.
I hear the Joker. When he did the Toy Man on The Flash, I heard the Joker.
When he was Skeletor, you heard Joker.
You heard the Joker. Ooh, call him out.
Well, his plan went completely off. Yeah, good old friends here. Everyone's doing the best they can. He's gonna offer him the ring as a sign of friendship.
No, he's showing him that he's ready.
Like, don't worry about it. Oh, he is just hook, line, and baiting everybody. Beautiful.
He told that boy to keep his phone on.
Uh-oh. That kid is in some serious trouble. Got a bunch of guys standing outside of his little
You
hangout.
see,
At
she
least
just gave him
Sophia.
the sign.
Yep. He is in some serious trouble. Did not take long for her to put two and two together. She's a quick draw. Yeah, Victor's going to be in a whole world of trouble when Penguin finally gets a hold of him. Yeah, you're basically going to have to decide civilians or...
You ever notice how Gotham just always has the worst weather? Always.
Worst weather, worst traffic, worst criminals. Great education rate, though. Everyone's a doctor somehow.
Everybody's a doctor.
But somehow everyone's broke.
He just outsmarted everybody. Go ahead, Oswald.
Take a bow, sir. Take a bow. I half expect Sophia to pop up behind him, though, like, be like, gotcha. Be like, oh, okay. There it is.
Yep. Use that seatbelt.
There's not really much you can do in this situation. Being in the sitting position is not where you want to be right now. Oh. Oh. Never mind. That'll do it.
Oh!
I guess an eye for an eye. Oh! Now I'm caught up with where you're at. Those kids are gonna need therapy. Well, more than they already did there in Gotham, so.
How am I 3 seconds ahead of you?
Nice.
My Wi-Fi is always worse than yours.
Always got to give you that little bit of a buffer. Oh, hello. Time to make
Hey.
a new friend.
That's a lot of hair.
And he is wearing nothing. That is not what you want to see, folks. Naked Oswald Cobblepot was not on my 2024 calendar.
Ever.
I'm not going to make the Victoria's Secret swimsuit model edition. And she's playing her part beautifully. This is
That even more naked Oswald. We don't need that. We don't need that.
It is drawing the situation clearly as it is, though. They're kind of piecing where his vehicle's been. Ah. Maybe you should have aimed a little bit better.
Oh?
Oh. Well, we're down a kid. He's sleeping now. She is definitely taking over as, oh, she's selling crazy eyes, and she's selling so much more than that, Antonio. It's the stupid car. I mean, let's take it slow here. Oh. A garrote wire to the armpit? No. No, thank you. It's new, but
Yes.
mm, that's a bad day. Because that can rip your arm clean off.
Correct.
Ugh. Whew. Anybody else feeling tenderness in their arm right now throughout the scene, or is it just me? It's like I'm reliving old baseball injuries. I can't tell you that he's alive. Is that a Buick I hear?
That's a Volvo.
See, now I got your car and the other one mixed up. I don't think you needed to both leave and go take a look at it.
No, you did. That's it. That's her bodyguard. Where she goes, he goes.
I mean, you ain't wrong, Trey. You are not wrong at all. All right, so all the way back at the combat. Oh, nice move. Nice move, kid.
Yep, we know where this is going.
This is a special delivery of the highest order. Mm-mm. Alberto has come home. At least she's getting closure in some regard. It is kind of weird that they cut off his pinky. Oh, payback. Yeah, I mean, that's one way of phrasing it. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. Because, yeah, that's... He's going to get some kind of sick pleasure out of that for sure. I'd probably keep that smiling to a minimum, though, as we're moving forward here. You finally found Victor. Wonder where he's hiding.
We know what Vic was doing.
He timed that perfectly.
Perfect.
She's got eyes that will draw you in and drive you a lot of problems, Trey. Just don't make eye contact. Treat her like Medusa. No eye contact. He played it beautifully. Like, you don't need to be caught up on all the logistics.
I do feel old because I remember the slush puppies.
I have no idea what that is.
Slushies, man. Slushies.
Yeah, we just call them now. That we didn't have a name brand for slushies.
Slush puppies.
If you want to feel old, just realize Tupperware just filed for bankruptcy.
I'm depressed now.
Right? Tupperware's great. I thought that was just like a name thing for everything. I didn't realize a whole brand that just made that.
See? Slush puppies.
Is that like a Dalmatian holding that cup?
That is not. It's like a hound dog.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
No, stop it.
Taking out all your criminals.
More Dolly? Is what we're doing?
Dolly has been in style ever since Deadpool just kind of...
They're in Jersey. So we still got 10 minutes left.
Skip ahead all the way to a minute and 7.
Oh, wait. No, 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 no. You got to go to 10 minutes and 15 seconds left. No, that went back.
On the Penguin.
Let's see what this is.
Because remember, everyone,
there's the backstory.
Transferring over to Sundays after this episode.
There's the backstory. Who is that?
They are getting very close to Sophia. That is not where you want to be. But again, in this kind of line of work, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Oh, they're doing Sophia in Arkham.
And they just had a nice little shot of Arkham there. This show is going to be dark, gritty,
as it should be,
and beautiful. And I do love that not once have they name dropped Batman and rode the coattails of that for this series.
No, they did it in
our entire own thing here.
They did it in the beginning, but they only did it once.
Right now it's just behind the scenes stuff. So that is the wrap of the entire episode 1 premiere of the Penguin.
I still got to go to the end. Yes, I'm at the end.
That was
epic.
Incredible.
Epic.
I'm just saying, I was telling people from jump, this was going to be the sleeper show of the year. Listen to me when I get on these small soapboxes. Every once in a while I'll be right.
Let me tell you something.
Right all the time. That's ridiculous.
Let me tell you something. It's only a few things that I give Brent any credit for. Star Wars, gangster movies, anything else, anime. But besides that, I mean, we're not talking sports. Because if we were, we'd talk about the first place Yankees. But you know, hey. Like I told you at the beginning of the season, so I'm not letting you forget that. I told you it was going to be in first. I told you this.
Juan Soto forever. Blank check that man. But anyways, back to the show.
Back to the show. Let me tell you something. And yes, Trey, you are correct. This was a great first episode. This is how you start off a series. The only problem, and Brent, we have gone over this. The only problem is now this is what we expect every single episode. You gave us a beautiful 3-hour version of this in the Batman. Now you come up behind us and give us a beautiful 1-hour show. And we look for 7 more of these? And I'm going to miss the next one. I'm mad.
Because it's transferring over to Sundays. And for those of you who don't know, Tony runs an awesome tailgate, Dirty Bird tailgate. Go in and check that out.
I go and DJ, and our next game is Sunday night at 8:20.
Because it won't be this Sunday. It will be the next Sunday that we're coming back with the Penguin to take it.
Then I should be fine. Then I should be fine.
To announce this series in all of its glory the day after Marvel just dropped Agatha All Along, which again was a really good show. It was very good. We have a live review of that already up on the channel. Go ahead and check that out. Me and Will were there for that because he don't skip Marvel.
He's not. Like, I try not to skip DC. Like, I don't try to skip DC. He doesn't skip Marvel. That's why we work so well together.
and then I'm just here for everything in between, just kind of keeping the craziness to a minimum.
Nah,
Because
nah,
ups and downs.
shenanigans.
But
Okay,
go ahead.
I don't. I love this. I don't know what to say because this episode was great. It kept my attention from start to finish. And yes, Trey, I honestly thought it was coming back Sunday. I'm kind of glad that it's not because
I'll
I didn't.
verify just for intensive purposes. Go ahead.
Please do because I don't want to sit back and miss an episode and play catch up because I'm the kind of guy that if I miss an episode, I will not watch another one. I will not binge. I will wait until the last episode drops. And I don't think I could do that with this because from start to finish,
10
it
days.
held me. So next Sunday, not this Sunday,
September 29th will be the next episode, so mark your calendars.
I'll be here. It'll be right after the Saints game, but I will be here by 9 o'clock.
Every single episode will be every Sunday afterwards, ending on November 10th. So
What time do they come out?
We have 2 months. Like, all episodes will be the exact same time, 9 Eastern Standard Time to 6 p.m. Pacific Time.
I'm
Basically,
there.
they're writing the House of the Dragon slot all the way out with this beautiful show. I'm here for it. And they're only
I'm
dropping
ready.
one episode per. They're not doing like what Marvel does or Amazon does, where they give you like 5 episodes at once for I don't know what reason, making the season last 1 or 2 months. This is going all the way till November. That's 3 months of content for all of us to hang out, talk.
And they're all an hour long, right?
And for all intents and purposes, everything is saying right now 1 hour that I'm seeing. And I was looking at Esquire, if anyone was curious where I found the source. I wanted to make sure it was a credible one. I trust Esquire more than I trust most services that drop it because they haven't been wrong for me yet. So, us West Coasters, 6 o'clock. East Coasters, 9 o'clock. Starting on the 29th. It's going to be, if it's as good as this first episode, how this could be the limited series show of the year. Albeit Shogun did come out, and Shogun was fantastic. This could be a good, number
Let me
2
tell you.
show overall.
So what are we saying? We're going by what everybody except for a certain three letter entity said and gave it a 5 for the show. We're gonna go with everybody else who gave it a 9 and higher for the show. Is that what we're doing?
Go out on a limb here, and I'm just gonna say it for what facts are. IGN, you do not know what you're talking about. The only reason you gave it a 5 is because it's not pushing anything that is new age, new agenda, or new topics. This is old school. This is good school. This is high quality television at its best. If you didn't like the Batman, this isn't for you. The acting was great.
The acting
were fantastic.
Every single actor in this show made you believe that was them. Every single one. All the main characters. You thought Sophia was Sophia. You thought Oswald was Oswald. You thought Vic was the scared little kid who's now starting to come into his own. I felt everybody's acting chops, and I'm here for it. I challenge anybody to tell me anything wrong with the first episode.
It ended. I want more.
You're gonna get more. You're gonna get more.
But we're all patient 10 days.
No, you're impatient. I'm happy because now it falls along with my schedule. Because I was depressed because I thought I was gonna miss it. I was, but now I'm happy.
We'll get you right out of tailgate. Come on in for some exciting Penguin content. Yeah, and IGN hates it when people don't have that agenda. And look, the agenda's fine. I have no issues with the agenda itself. Every generation has an agenda that it wants to talk about. Every single one of them, regardless of, old heads sometimes pretending their agenda never existed. Everyone's got one. The fact that this show just stayed true to itself, true to its source material, and true to its characters is why it's excelling right now. That's all people have ever wanted. Good story, good acting, good lore.
They literally said it is a continuation of the Batman. What else did you expect but a continuation of the Batman? And it was a continuation of the Batman. It felt like I was still watching, and I was waiting for Patterson to fly through a window or something. It gave me that feel. That's what I wanted because, as Brent will tell you, Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman live action. But The Batman is my favorite live action Batman movie. Yes, I think it's better than The Dark Knight because if you take Heath Ledger out of that movie is not good. That's just all it is. The Batman 3 hours gave me everything I wanted in a noir type movie. It gave me a young year 1 to 2 Batman who I have been screaming at the top of my lungs ever since we got Christian Bale. Then they went to Affleck. I said, can I have the young Batman who doesn't know what he's doing? I need to see that. And that's what the Batman gave us. And now we're getting the young criminals who we get to see how they became the criminals. We see the young Penguin and he is doing his thing. We saw a young Catwoman. They're coming up. I still need my Clayface. I still need that. I
Then,
want it.
like Trey said, just tell a good story emphatically. Yes, and then Fantano, yeah, Penguin's foot was disgusting. But
Can we
again,
say it was a
tell two good
flipper?
characters.
Was it a flipper?
We can't say that politically correct.
Wait,
However, his foot was mangled. You can't say that. It
I
was
can.
not
You want to know why I can? Because I had a club foot growing up. I had to wear a brace, so you can't tell me I can't talk about it because I lived it. I walked like that for a long time, but I'm good now. My foot was like this and this. It was just like that. So yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. So he had a flipper. I'm saying it.
I mean, more power to you, but I'm just gonna stick with his foot was messed up. I did not enjoy seeing it, but it
I
shows
need.
why he had the way he walked, the way he
Yes.
carried himself, and the chip that he had on his shoulder. Because people have probably looked at him funny his entire life.
Well, we saw the trailer, and they're going to do a younger penguin, which is what I need. You gave me all this stuff. I need to see that scar on his face. I need to see if somebody cut him with a machete or something. I need to see how that foot got looked like it went in a food processor. I need to see this. I need to see why he got them gold caps because somebody probably knocked his teeth out. I need all that explained. I need it, but that's just me.
Like right now, they're filling all the gaps beautifully. The show did fantastic. The violence was where you want it to be. The elements were exactly as it should have been. I like Tony said, I felt like I was literally just picking up right where the Batman left off. This was a movie quality television show. And we get to experience this all the way till November. Sign me up. I am
I could,
in.
and I'm glad they're doing it because I can understand if this show wasn't good, like some of the Marvel shows that have been put out, where they could have literally just put out in one day, and we watch it whenever. As long as the episodes are good, and for a lot of you young people, before we had the streaming services, this is what we had to go through. We had to wait a certain day to see our favorite shows. They came out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at certain times, and it was a weekly occurrence. And that's how we got our stuff. We didn't get to watch 4 episodes at once and then be happy. No, we had to sit back and remember what happened. This episode, if this keeps going, now we know not all episodes are going to be nines. But don't drop, in my opinion, 7.9 should be the lowest you should probably drop to. I know we're going to have possibly some filler episodes, but even those with a noir storyline is fine. As long as we get the content that's in there. I don't care. I'm good with that. I don't need gangster violence in every single episode. I don't. I just need hold my attention, and you did that.
And like I don't honestly like I agree with you, Trey. Who would ever thought we would see a continuation of a high quality movie as a TV show? Like that was not in my 2024 bingo cards, but as
Nope.
we're clearly seeing, I'm really happy when I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm
I
happily
mean,
wrong when the
that's a
quality's
lot.
up here.
That's a lot, though.
You'll never admit you're wrong. So we're just
I
gonna
have.
go ahead
First
and
of all, wait a minute. I've admitted I'm wrong, and I
it was
pointed
on
it
a
out to you.
defunct channel that we don't talk about.
We don't, but I admitted I was wrong about a certain QB, And I came out. Nobody had to ask me. I came out and voluntarily gave the information. I didn't have to be prodded. So no, I'll admit when I'm wrong. But it's so rare that I forget how to do it.
Oh yeah, Sports and Shenanigans, the now defunct channel. My goodness. Gag on these balls. Old
Back to
school.
back fantasy football champion.
Yep. But we're off topic, so that means that
That's
we
what
need to wrap
happens.
on up. This series has been fantastic. We'll get into our episode review. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to go ahead and do so. Check out all the other amazing content we got dropping for each and every one of you amazing viewers.
Please watch his shopping thing because that's hilarious. It's
Supermarket Stimulator every Monday, Wednesday,
hilarious.
and Friday.
It is
My
hilarious.
mind.
It's
See you in the
hilarious.
next one.
Holla.